Yeah, what a great match. Great crowd, great match coming off a break for us, which was really needed. We've traveled all over the country. We were gone, I don't even know, 4 or 5 weekends out of the first 7. And that break came at a great time. So I was really excited to get back into the gym with the guys this week and get back on the court and see if we could get it just a little bit better. And tonight was great volleyball. 2 really, really good teams. Showing some of the best volleyball in the country right here in the Big West Conference. And with this new schedule this year, anyone who came out and watched it tonight and liked it, you're going to get the sequel tomorrow night down the freeway. So a lot of credit to Irvine. They played great and really well coached team and disciplined team, and that was a great match for us. And I was really excited for our guys to get pushed like that and get a chance to get into the 5th set and really show some composure and execution. So it's not necessarily how you draw it up. Plan to go 5, but it didn't surprise me at all that we did. And it's a good team, and I'm really proud of the guys.
Questions?
Yeah, Coach, you guys really were failing to put kills away in that first set. You hit under 200.
Yeah.
Just talk about how you battled back from that and how you guys adjusted after the first set from that.
Well, when you're this late into the season and you played as much volleyball as we have, that's not who we are. Over a long period of time, it might be who we are in the moment. It might be for small stretches, but I think the guys feel pretty confident that we're the team that we decided who we are, and the guys made a nice adjustment in the second set. We passed the ball a bit better. We played a little bit harder. We didn't make as many hitting errors, and we got into a nice rhythm. But credit, we can say all we want that we hit balls out or we didn't kill the balls. Irvine served tough. They blocked some balls. They dug some balls and turned on us. They were ready to go. And, welcome to Big Boy Volleyball.
Question? Coach, there was a moment there, I think it was either second or third set, where they have a 7-footer, Scott Static, and he was going off. You had one block for maybe half the match, and then you turn to, I think, Coach McRae, and you both kind of nodded. Was that the moment where you said, hey, we got to put 2 blockers on this guy, and that kind of made a difference?
Yeah, he's 7 feet tall. What are you going to do? Yeah. You're going to have to try some different things and throw some different looks. And it wasn't, we didn't have just one game plan. We tried to do some different things, and we were able to, get a few touches here or there, get a block here or there, and just change some of the rhythm. And that was the plan. We don't need to get it every time. We need to get our fair share. Get a touch, get a convert. Or get a create, then get a convert, or block a ball, maybe force them to hit a ball out of bounds, or whatever it might be. And once we got a couple, then that's a confidence builder. We realized that there's a lot of ways to score a point. It doesn't have to be a straight down stuff. And we got a couple of those, and that was real good for us. So, no, I was proud of the way the guys handled it, because that's something, it doesn't matter what sport. Size is difficult, and if you can't match just size on size, then you have to be creative with some of the things you do. And the guys did a great job.
You guys were down 11-8 in the third set, and you kind of roasted them. Were you surprised at the way the fourth set developed as a result? You guys had the momentum at that point.
Yeah. And
it seemed like they played better and maybe cut you guys off stride a little bit.
Yeah, we got out to a really nice start in that set and got up, and we kind of let up a little bit, but they responded with a nice serving run themselves, and I think we were kind of reeling at that point. I think more than anything, kind of frustrated that we had a good lead early and maybe gave it up. And that's something we're really good at, about not worrying too much about what has already happened. But there was a little bit of a hangover effect of that. I think our guys were disappointed. We got out of the gate, got up, maybe had a good chance to get out of there in 4, and now we're in a dogfight, maybe going 5. But the greatest thing that happens is the composure and the confidence to just tighten it down and say, let's be us, and let's get after this thing in the 5th set and close it out.
Josh, how do you think you guys played tonight?
I thought we battled pretty hard. Coach said over and over that it was a slugfest throughout the entire match. So I was just proud of our boys for being able to stick with it and kind of play against this really big team, physical team. So, yeah.
Jordan, how cool is it to see a crowd like that there? I know you guys are on spring break right now, right?
Yeah.
So typically, during winter break for basketball or spring break for you guys, you don't usually see 2,000 people in the pyramid. How nice is that?
It's pretty good. We get the crowd behind us. We don't have to feel the service pressure or that pressure while we're serving. I gotta give a shout out to all the freshmen for getting me like 20 tickets because I got my whole family and my coworkers in there. So I give a shout out to them. It's pretty much because of the freshmen, you know.
Coach, you had, TJ and Kyle had 90 swings between them. The rest of the team had 49. Are you concerned about those many swings, especially since you have to play Irvine tomorrow night?
No, you know, they played the same amount of volleyball as we did. Our guys, you know, they'll be just fine. There's no doubt in a perfect world you want to have a little bit more balance. We stride ourselves on having balance. But one of the nice things about having TJ and Kyle on the team is sometimes they can throw us on their back and carry us offensively. And that's what great players do sometimes. So I've said this before, when the numbers get a little out of skew, it's not by design, but it's okay that if it happens. It doesn't matter who you compare it to, what sport you compare it to. There's times that just happens. They're giving the ball to the hot guy, and he has inflated points. And you're, as a coach, you're thinking it's not necessary by design what you want, but you're sure glad you have those guys on your team.
It seems like.
What will it be like? What's it like the team to have had that fifth set for the first time all season? I mean, is that the kind of thing which you really feel like you probably needed at some point?
I'm sorry, that was to me, Bob? Yeah. I absolutely think of it, you know, it's easy to say, yeah, you know what, it was great for us, especially because we won the fifth set. You know what I mean? Like, that's the easy answer. But yeah, we need those adversity moments, you know, whether we lost the first set, won the match. These are moments that you find out about yourself, your team's character and your resolve after that first set, or maybe you're going 5, and you get to really dig in and see what you really believe about what you do every day in the gym, because you know those matches and those big moments like that, those aren't won tonight right out there for 15 minutes of a fifth set. Those are won every single day in our gym, video room, and all fall when these guys are grinding. And so I was glad we got the opportunity to experience that moment, and I think the guys were too, because when we talked after the fourth set, it was, you could feel the energy of let's get this thing going. We're ready to get out there and play, and that's. There's no way to describe that other than you've been around your guys long enough to know that you like the look in their eye.
Alan, TJ had 22 kills, 7 digs, 5 aces, 5 blocks. You know, what do you think of the way he played and how nice to have him on your team?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said earlier. I mean, it's a heck of a stat line. You know, players that can put up those numbers make me a better coach. You know, there's no doubt, right? But in reality, yeah, you know, that you want him to be able to do that. You want to trust that he's going to do that. And TJ loves that moment. He wants to get set in those moments. You could feel it on the bic. You could feel it when he was taking big swings and trans. And he couldn't wait. One time it was Josh's turn to serve, and TJ's back there with the ball trying to serve. He's ready to go. He couldn't wait to serve again. So, you know, when you have that kind of confidence in yourself and your game, yeah, I mean, you want that guy on your team. But like I said, this match is great for so many reasons. This is first year of Big West volleyball, and here's 2 local teams with already have a rivalry as in our athletic departments, playing that level of volleyball. Highly ranked teams, bringing in big crowds, and play this back-to-back series. This is just incredible for the local community, for the volleyball world.
Question for Josh. Going off of that, this is the first year of Big West men's volleyball. Does that make the black and blue rivalry even more special between you and Irvine?
Yeah, I mean they play really good volleyball, so it's always a good time to play against them, just because the amount of high quality volleyball that IQ's on the court. So it's always fun.
You know, one thing I'd add to that is that for years we've had these rivalries in the MPSF and national volleyball rivalries, which are great, but we're a Big West Conference school, but we weren't a Big West Conference sport. So you didn't grow up with that, or our players didn't have that natural rivalry, maybe the dirtbag rival with Fullerton or whatever. This is great for our conference to have these, to have the label of the conference, and I gotta imagine there's a lot of people in the conference office who are pretty happy tonight with the fact that they decided to sponsor men's volleyball.
Coach Knipe, a couple of questions about serving in the 5th set. You guys did not start in rotation 5, and also it seemed like you changed locations of serving behind the baseline. Was that a concerted effort, and why did you go with not starting in rotation 5?
yeah, you know, there's matchup reasons that you won, and we're going to play tomorrow night, so I'm not going to go into too much of what I'm thinking about why I did it. But yeah, you know, there's tactical things going on the benches. You're looking for an advantage here or there. You just like, you know, the rotation you're serving into or blocking into, or maybe it's an offensive one, or it might even be, you know, the server they have and the rotation you're trying to side out in. My feeling in the fifth set was I went with the lineup that I thought was the best matchup for us to win the set.
Coach McRae, to stay with the serving theme, service aces 9-3 in favor of Long Beach tonight. You just talk about the way the team started tonight.
And we prep it every day in practice, looking for repeatable pressure from the end line. So our guys just did what they do. It was great.
And
Last question.
last question for Coach McRae. How has the reaction been from friends, family, the players about your promotion?
Well, first, it's awesome. We have a 2,000 person crowd tonight. I work in the pyramid. I start every day at 7:15 with Josh and Jordan in the office. I get to work with Coach Knight, Coach Scott, and the best coaching staff and the best athletic department at Long Beach. Life's good. It's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys.